Hello and welcome back to Ace Ideas. This week we decided to take a break from our usual discussion of asexuality and give ourselves a little bit of a chance to talk about our individual hobbies not related to asexuality. So, here we go. I, like Mask, am a musician and a huge performance nut. Um, I I absolutely love performing, but unlike Mask, I'm not as adept in musical theater. That's not really where I was trained. I can't dance, and I'm not really a good actor. Um, I'm like a mediocre actor. I have a huge appreciation for musical theater, though I love listening to it, and I love watching much of it. My favorite musical, for the record, is Wicked, but it's just not my field. Um, I actually got my start as a musician through my mother, who played the alto sax growing up. She marched with it in high school and college, and still plays a little bit in this local community band sort of near my hometown. But this is my instrument. Excuse me. This is my alto sax. It's a intermediate model I got as a gift for my 14th birthday. Her name is Natasha, and I don't play alto sax quite as much anymore. I switched primarily to the baritone sax, which is considerably larger, in late high school. That's what I play now in my school's wind ensemble, my university's wind ensemble. But I'll still break out the alto every now and again to if I need to practice a difficult song or something on, but don't want to go to the music building to break out the Barry because it's so much less portable than the alto here, and so I'll use the alto to practice. Or if my school has a coffee house sort of on campus, and every now and again they'll have these like improv nights where people can just sort of bring their instruments and they can go up on stage at their leisure and just improv and jam. And so I'll occasionally bring my sax, my alto sax there, and it's fun to just sort of goof around with it. So that's that, but that's the alto sax. And then when I was 16, I halfway through my sophomore year of high school, I was encouraged to adopt a second instrument, and I chose to pick up the oboe, which I've played for a few semesters I played it my senior year of high school in the concert band and wind ensemble, and then I played it for my first 3 semesters of college in wind ensemble. I wish I could play it more than I do because I really like it, and I was starting to get really good at it too, to the point where I was considering that I was probably better at oboe than saxophone by this time last year. But I haven't had much opportunity lately because the wind ensemble director asked me to switch to Barry sax for the last couple of semesters. But this is my oboe right here. Let's see. This is a really nice oboe. Like my saxophone's a decent saxophone, but like it's kind of an intermediate model. I got Natasha over there as a gift for my 14th birthday, so I was in 8th grade. Decent instrument. This oboe, I got for my 18th birthday, and it's a professional grade instrument. It's really expensive, and unfortunately, in the winter after I got it, I had accidentally left it in my car for a weekend, and it had a pretty bad crack, so which had to get repaired. So now I have to be super careful about keeping the nice wooden instrument at proper temperatures and humidity levels, and I have to swap it out all the time if I'm playing for a long enough period of time, and it's a hassle. But it's worth it because this is such a lovely instrument that I really wish I could play more. Uh, oh well. That's her name is Sydney, by the way, named after an alum of my high school, graduated a year ahead of me, who was a brilliant oboe player. Um, so I'm also a singer. Um, Primarily, I'm a classical singer. I have a 4 octave vocal range, specializing in the lower and the bass baritone, but I can also sing up to high soprano notes if I want to. Um, but I sing in my school's early music ensemble, where I also play recorders of a few different sizes and all sorts of Renaissance reed instruments that are like precursors to the oboe or bassoon or other things like that. Um, so that's my performance, and that's my like performance musical spiel. I also love listening to music because it's such a huge part of me. My favorite band is Queen, but my favorite band that is currently touring and has all its favorite band like the modern era is Epica. I got this shirt last October. One of my friends from high school and I went to a concert that Epica put on um, in in the northeastern United States, which is cool because they're a Dutch band. They don't come to the United States that often. So I was really the first time I went to try and see them, tickets sold out. So the fact that I got to see them this time last year, or whatever, that was such a treat for me, and it was one of the best nights of my life. It was great. I really loved seeing them. Um, but I have a rule where I'll listen to any song once. I try not to be that much of a music snob because I know that being a trained musician, I have those tendencies of being a music snob. So the rule I impose on myself is I'll listen to anything once, and then once I have done that one listen, then I'll make my decision on whether or not it's worth listening to a second time. Aside from that, I've been rambling a lot about music because that's what I do in my daily life. I'm an anime fan. As you can see, this poster behind me is from one of my favorite anime and manga series, Sao no Asexuality Sensei, which translates to it's a satire anime. It translates to "Goodbye, Mr. Despair." It's a play on the main character's name. I'm rambling. Sorry. And I've got a few other anime posters around, but I don't want to move my computer while it's charging to go and show you. So just take my word for it, they exist. But more so than anime, my big thing is tokusatsu. The what spawned Power Rangers in America was called Super Sentai in Japan. That's where my name JAKQ comes from. I might have explained this in my intro video. I'm not going to keep talking about it. I have been learning Japanese language since I was in 6th grade. I took it all through middle school, all through high school. I actually didn't take it my senior year of high school because I skipped a level and took AP Japanese as a junior instead of a senior for a bunch of reasons. And then I took it again in college. I got to skip out of the first semester, but then second semester freshman year and then all of sophomore year I took it. This semester is my first semester of college not taking it since my very first semester. because I just found the whole last year too stressful, and I didn't want to, and I wanted to lighten my schedule. So Japanese not being related to my major or minor was on the chopping block, which is unfortunate because I really want to go to Japan someday, and I'm going to make that a goal for by the time when I graduate. I want to visit Japan. I want to hopefully teach English for a year, so that's something I want to do. What else? Um, I'll play video games every now and again. I don't have a lot of time to do that here, but um, I'm a Pokemon fan particularly. I've uh, I restarted my Pokemon Sapphire version over the summer, and I'm trying to get a team there, and then like trade it over and like whatever. I actually just got a 3DS for my 21st birthday last week, which I got specifically to play Pokemon X and Y. I'll be getting X, my younger brother will be getting Y. And funnily enough, my 3DS and my original DS Fat that I got from like when I was 13 that I never upgraded have matching color schemes. Because I am crazy that way. And I think now I have taken up enough of your time rambling about me and all the things I do, which aren't that many, but that's okay. So I will see you in 2 weeks with a hopefully less rambly video. See you then.